Hey, what's up, you guys? This is Rafael Velez, aka DJ Wars from DJWars.com, www.dailybeatsales.com. Beat Selling Squad, always in the building, you guys. And I'm shooting this video because I'm sitting here and I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, okay, why is it that, and I'm gonna throw this number out here because it's an act and it's factual. Why is it that between 95 to 97 to 98% of music producers today, online, offline, are struggling and continue to struggle. Right? I'm sitting here and I'm thinking about this. I'm like, why is that? Why is it that a music producer can come into the industry? He can only be in it for like a year or 2 years and start crushing it. I'm sure you see other music producers just come out of nowhere here recently and are just getting major conversions, major beat sales. Their fan base is growing on a continuous basis, and you're sitting back and you're like, what the, you know what I mean? Why is it that this person is able to succeed? I've been doing this for years and I'm not getting the results that I want. So I'm sitting here and I'm thinking, why is it that, why are music producers, why do they continue to struggle? And I believe by the end of this video, what I'm about to share with you, what you're about to tap into, is the psychology of why the 1 to 3 percenters are successful and the rest of the majority of the music producers continue to struggle and will continue to struggle. You see, I'll do this. The proof is in the pudding. Look, if you go onto Facebook right now, if you go onto Twitter right now, any social media platform, if you go right now and you click on Facebook and you go to any type of music production, any type of music producer group, you go in there, what are you going to see? You're going to see every music producer doing the same thing as every other music producer, the way that they're marketing. Everybody's doing the same thing. Everybody is like in competition with each other. And the reason why you're struggling or why music producers struggle is because you guys are imitating each other and doing the same thing, the same thing. The reason why somebody can come into this industry and be successful is because they're doing things differently. They're thinking outside of the box. They stand out. They see that the majority of people are going this way, and guess what that person does? They go the other way. True fact, my friend, true story. And like I said, what I'm about to share with you is going to help you. It's going to help you start formulating, why it is that you do what you do as a music producer. And this right here is why you're going to break out and you're going to have a breakthrough at the end of this video. Now let's get right into this. Like I said, the majority of music producers, they're in this fishbowl mentality. Like all the music producers are in this fishbowl and everybody's doing the same thing. They're doing the same marketing. They're having the same message. They're doing the same thing. You don't want to be in that fishbowl, you guys. I'm going to show you how you can jump out and be outside and look within and be successful and have your lead generation go up. Have your sales convert. Because at the end of the day, if you're not making sales and you're not converting, there's something you're doing wrong and you're not going to be in business for a long time. And guess what happens after that? You get discouraged and then you go get a job once again in the matrix and the whole cycle begins again, right? So let's get right into this, you guys. There's a thing called the golden circle, and this was created by a gentleman named Simon Sinek. If you don't know who this individual is, he wrote a book called Starting with Why, and in this book he dissects different companies, why some companies are able to be successful and why other companies just struggle and never even have success in their business to begin with. He did this dissection of different companies in corporate America and he came up with this diagram. And I want you to understand this diagram because once we fully lay this out, you're going to know exactly what you need to do to start standing out, to start making the beat sales that you want in your business, right? So this is the golden circle. Think about it this way. There's three circles. There's this one here. This is what? And what is the what? What is basically, what are the services? What are you providing? What is it? Beats, right? And it can be a number of forms, different ways of doing this. We'll get more into that later in the video. But the first thing is what? This is where 95 to 98% of music producers are. This section here. Then you have this circle here, right? And what is this circle? Is the how. How are you doing that? How are music producers, marketing? How is it? And like I said, we'll get more into that later, but, very few music producers are in this circle here, in the how. Now this last circle here, this is the why. This is where I say the 1 to 3% of music producers are today. Now follow me here, you guys. And what I'm about to share with you is very important. So get a pen and paper and write this down. The majority of music producers nowadays, they know what it is that they're selling. Everybody knows what they're selling. We all sell beats. We sell instrumentals, if you want to call it that. Some people are sensitive. I really don't care. That's not what it's about. I want you to understand the psychology of what you need to do today to stand out and start converting in your business. I want to help you create the money that you deserve in your business so you can build your own studio, so you can live off beats, so you can travel the world, so you can have more time with your family. You see? This is we're getting into the juicy stuff. This is the stuff that the majority of people aren't talking about, but I don't mind sharing this because, I've learned this and I've implemented it in my business, and that's what's caused me to have massive success in a short amount of time. So look, like I said, 95 to 98% of music producers, they're in this category. They're into what? They're really into it for the buck. They're really into it just for the money. If you're really into this business or any type of other, business or services or products you're trying to promote or sell, and you're just in it for the money, you will struggle. At the end of the day, you will struggle, my friend. And the reason why I say that, and it's not to be harsh or not to say you won't be successful, but you know what? Everybody, the majority of people are just trying to make the buck. And why do you think the majority of people are struggling? Because they're not really tapping into their why. You see? So like I said, 95 to 98% of music producers are in the what. And what is the what? Like I said, the what are beats. What are other forms? We do mixtapes, right? Beat mixtapes. We do albums. The list goes on and on and on and on and on. The physical way of how we're marketing our beats, that is the what. There's 1,000,001 ways to do that, right? Now, what is the how? What is the how? How would be, as a music producer, how are you selling your beats? Through what methods? One could be lifestyle, right? You're selling it through lifestyle. Right? Hold on, let me get a drink of water real quick, you guys. All right. It could be through, customer service, right? There's a number, it could be that, you're coming up with creative ways, to market your beats. That's the how. Very few know the how. And I'm being serious, you guys. Very few know the how. The majority know the what. Everybody knows what they're doing. They're selling beats, but they really don't tap into the how. Now, let's get to the why. This is where, if you really want to stand out and be that super producer, if you really want to take the beat business and this is what's called branding, and be like the Dr. Dre, and be like all these super producers, Kanye, whoever you consider to be a super producer. If you want to brand yourself and be in this top 1 to 3%, this is what you have to know is your why. Why is it that you're selling beats? What have you thought about that? And as I was sitting here, and like I said earlier in the beginning of the video, I asked you the question, why is it that producers continue to struggle? And it's because of this, my friend. They don't know their why. Now, I'm going to help you think about this because I want you to think about this. And before you do anything else in your music production business after this video, the first thing I want you to do is take a piece of paper and write down your why. You really want to get down to your why. Because when you really understand why is it that you're doing it, this will fall into place, this will fall into place, and then you get the money. See? Can you see that? Yeah, the majority of people are working backwards. They're working from the dollar signs, and you know what? It stops right here at the one. It stops at the one. Let me go ahead and erase this, right? Now that you understand what the golden circle is, that's what the golden circle is, my friend. And there's so much truth in it, because it doesn't matter what it is. If you're selling beats, if you're selling horses, purses, candy, toys, it doesn't matter. You have to have that as your foundation. You got to know your why, you got to know how, and you got to know what it is. You know what I mean? And let's just get to the why. This is so important. My why is why is it that I'm doing this? Why is it that I come on, all the time and do videos for music producers, or I do it for artists, or I do it for my other businesses? It's because, I want to educate and I want to simplify, the education process to whatever it is that I'm marketing. When it comes to, helping other music producers, I want to educate you guys like I'm doing in this video, but I want to do it in a way that is simplistic, that you're able to comprehend it and be like, you know what, damn, I got it. And then guess what? You can apply it. Because they say they have a saying where knowledge is power. No, knowledge is power when it's applied. You can learn all day. You can read all the books. You can think you know everything. You can listen to all the audios, but if you're not implementing what you're learning in a massive way, all of this doesn't matter. Beat sales doesn't matter. Your lead generation, your fan base, it doesn't matter. You really got to start applying what it is that you're learning, and in a massive way. That's how you get massive results, you guys. So the why. Why am I doing this? Like I said, I want to educate and I want to simplify. Let me write this down. I want to educate, right? And I want to simplify. I want to simplify the process of what it is that a music producer needs to understand to be successful. What are the tools and the systems that he needs to implement in his business so it runs successfully? And just get him the proper marketing education, get him the proper self-development education that's going to help him grow, which is going to be a reflect of his business. The more that you grow, the more your business is going to grow. It just goes hand in hand. You see that? So that's why I do it. I do it to educate. I do it to simplify. I want to stand out. I'm DJ Wars. My brother Blitz. Other people like Postman. Other people like Trauma Beats. These people stand out. These individuals stand out. Why? It's because they're innovators. They're creative. They're doing their own thing. They're not afraid to be themselves. Like you always want to find a mentor. I'm always preaching on it. Get yourself a mentor. Yes, get a mentor. And you want to model that mentor. But you want to be yourself at the same time. You see what I'm saying? You got to be yourself. You got to start doing things differently than what everybody else on Facebook, everybody else on Reverb Nation, everybody else on SoundCloud is doing. Do your own thing. Get creative. I'm telling you, that's how you're going to stick out and get the most results, you guys. So, innovator. You want to be an innovator. You know what I mean? You want to be that super producer that when people hear about you, they be like, yeah, they know who that is. You don't want people to call out your name and be like, who is that? You know what I mean? Think about that. Think about that. Think about your why, you guys. Think about your why. And when you understand your why, we're doing this like a classroom. This ain't scripted. I'm coming off the top. It's all good. I hope you can appreciate that. You know what I mean? But, once you understand your why, let's get into some conversions real quick, right? Let's get into some conversions. Once you understand your why you're doing it, once you understand how you're going to do it, once you understand what it is, right? What it is, once you understand all this, you have yourself your prime market. Like, okay, we're music producers, right? Our target is what? Artists, rappers, MCs, vocalists, other music producers. That's our market. That's who we're marketing to, right? So how can you be effective in selling your products, selling your beats, selling your instrumentals? How can you start converting more on a higher level and have a higher conversion rate and be like the 1-3%ers of online music producers who are crushing it. How can you do that? You got to get down to the core desire or desires. You got to get down to your markets. See, this is your market here. You want to get down to your market's core desire. And once you're able to recognize what their core desire is, that's how you formulate your market to that core desire. And that's how you're going to have higher conversions. You see, at the end of this video, you're going to have the opportunity. You're going to have the opportunity to be coached, to be mentored by me and by other leaders within the Beat Selling Squad, because I know some of the core desires of a struggling music producer is to sell more beats, is to sell more beats on a daily basis, is to grow their artist list tremendously on a daily basis, get crazy leads, right? I know the core desires. That's why I do these videos. That's why the leaders within the Beat Selling Squad do these videos, because we understand what it is to start from the bottom and now be up top. Because we shared the same core desires, just like you were, just like the person right now watching this video who's struggling. I know your core desire, and I'm going to be able to help you, take that struggle to success. But once you understand that core desire, right? Like I said, that's how you can start marketing to whatever it is. Like, that's how you can start marketing to artists. That's how you can start marketing to beat. What are some of the core desires of an artist? Just off the top of my head. They want better quality beats so they can get it on the radio. Because at the end of the day, whatever you listen to on the radio is quality. Don't get me wrong, that's a totally separate video, totally separate, that's a totally different animal. But one of the core desires is to have better beats, better quality beats, so they can sing on it and get more exposure, right? Another thing is what is another thing for artists? Knowing where to market their music. You know what I mean? There's so many. When just get yourself a piece of paper and start writing down some of the core desires that you think that artists have. And that's how you formulate your marketing, through their core desires. And that, my friend, is how you're going to have higher conversions. That, my friend, that's how you're going to sell more beats. So, I really, I think it's like, what time is it? It's like 3:18 in the morning, but I felt inspired to shoot this video because it's like I'm sitting here and I'm like, why, on a daily basis, we're here, on a mission to empower and to inspire music producers worldwide. Through informative marketing, effective marketing, education, and self-development teachings. That's what we're here for. That's what the Beat Selling Squad, stands for. And I'm sitting there, I'm like, on a daily basis, I'm shooting videos and I'm like trying to, give this training to help the music producer industry, or I do this, or I share this, and I'm sitting here and I'm like, why is it that music producers continue to struggle? Like, what the F, right? And I truly believe it's because people, like yourself, if you're watching this, is you don't know your why. So before you do anything else, listen to the words coming out of my mouth. Get yourself a piece of paper, write down your why, right? Write down your why. Then write down how you're going to do this. And then write down what it is, which we already know what it is. It's beats. You know what I'm saying? It's beats. So start from the top and work yourself down. Stop being at the bottom with the other 98% of bottom feeders who are doing the same shit, doing the same thing. Get yourself up top. Separate yourself. Become the super producer that you've been called to be. Right? So with that being said, you guys, this comes to the end of the video. That's what I wanted to share with you, was the golden circle. I wanted to share with you a little tip about conversions. And, once you understand all that and you start implementing, your marketing geared around the core desires of whatever it is that you're trying to market, that's how you're going to have more success. That's how you're going to have more conversions, more sales. And with that being said, I'm going to give you a call to action. Last thing, like I said, if you're really serious about your music production and you're really serious about having a business online and learning how to automate your business to where, it runs on its own while you're over here doing what you want to do with whoever you want to, whenever you want to, having the money, having the lifestyle, having the time, having the freedom as a music producer to come and go as he pleases, like myself, click the link below. And for the first 7 music producers who respond, I will do a one-on-one coaching with you, an hour one-on-one coaching on top of everything else that we'll provide within the Beat Selling Squad. You know, all the tools, all the marketing. Myself personally, I'm going to offer one-on-one training for an hour. We're going to set a blueprint. We're going to sit down, spend some time to see where you're at. You know, what are some of the areas that you're having challenges in that I can help you fix. You know, do a little tweaking in your business and your marketing, get you on the road to success. And this is only for the first 7. And believe me when I say this, when the first 7 respond to this video and join the Beat Selling Squad and join my team, there's no more. There's no more. And I'm not going to hear, oh, I didn't have the money. Oh, I'm waiting to get paid. No. The first 7 who click this link and join the Beat Selling Squad and get back to me, send me a message on Facebook saying that you're in. I will do a personal one-on-one coaching with you, and I will guide you, and I will help you with some of the things that I'm doing that we can start implementing in your business today and start getting the results that you want. So with that being said, I want to thank you. Really think about your why. Really think about the core desires of your market, and you know, start thinking outside the box. Stop being like everybody else. Be yourself. And I'm telling you, that's what's going to sell at the end of the day. So click the link below. Join my team. You know, let's get you that one-on-one coaching. Let's get you on the road to success, and I will see you when I see you. It's your boy DJ Ward signing out. Peace.